Hey, just another quick one. I was putting up insulation in my pole barn this year, and that has just taken a lot more time to cut and fit and measure every panel. And it's left me not as far along in the project as I'd hoped. About half the wall's done, and still a package of insulation panels just sort of kicking around, taking up space. So I've been trying to figure out, like, what should I prioritize? Because my snowblower needs fixed, the insulation needs put up. There's just always so many projects. So my wife said something that made me at first just sort of dismiss it. And she said, well, what about just dividing off part of it or insulating part of it? And, I thought, well, that's going to be quite a bit of framing and things to pull that off just for a temporary. But, as I considered it over the next few days, well, you don't really need to frame, right? Like, these things are rigid. They stand up on their own, really. So what I started doing is just grabbing some wood scraps. And, this one is just 3 pieces of whatever I had kicking around, dozen staples stabbed in it, and then I think it was a 4 and a bit leftover cut from one of these wall boards. And, just chopped it in half. I used the little centerpiece as a spacer. Didn't measure anything, just ended up too wide. Some scrap foam from the packaging. So I don't know, I just kept playing with different things, and now I've built about 6 of them. I tried 2 short posts on one. It was like a foot tall, and that was not enough to really support the cardboard. It would just sort of flop over. I found like 18 to 20 inches is about the right size. And, a 2.5 inch gap does a pretty good job. And then what's really neat is if you have enough weight on the bottom, which is why I had to tear one apart, you can actually then lay a couple across the top. I've got a little radiant patio heater and a diesel salamander thing. And both of them will throw a fair amount of heat into this little box. And I mean, you're not toasty warm inside, but I don't know, it's not a bad way for a little portable workshop. I'm moving a few of them over here right now to, I got this little temporary snowblower today. So I'm going to just double check the oil on it, probably change it, that sort of thing, make sure it's lubed and ready to go. And, it's chilly out here. So I'm going to bring some of these dudes over to here, and I'll have a little heated cove over here. It's just one of those simple little things that I love to death and wanted to share. Have a good one.